Yo guys, this is Orbit here, TGN. Welcome to a DC Universe Online video. This time I'm going to be going over like a complete timeline of my character, timeline of the League, that Gravity and Full Metal and all that kind of stuff. Going to go over all of the like stories and drama that's come to the channel and go over kind of like me as a YouTuber, how I've progressed over time, starting from my very first video. New subscribers, you're going to kind of keep up to date with what's gone on, and old subscribers, you'll kind of hopefully have some good memories and enjoy the video also. So let's start straight away with my first video. You can see it here in the description. I made my YouTube channel on the 10th of February 2012. As you can see, my style is completely different to what you know it as today, because the style that I have today didn't exist at this time. The Astral Alloy stuff, it didn't exist. So this was my style. I've also got fire powers because again Earth wasn't around at this time, so I've got a completely different style. I'm fire. I've got a crazy loadout, wild weapon. I don't know what I was thinking. I've got the bow. I've got like mass debt. There's a point where I run down the ramp. You'll see it now. I'll clip it now. You've got point where I run down the ramp. I've got like a million people around me, not a million, but you know what I'm saying, and I mass debt people at point blank range. They're chopping away at me and I'm mass debt, point blank range, boom, explode in front of me. And the kills kind of feed, you'll see all the way down there. You might recognize a few names in the group. You might recognize God's Disciple in there. His name was all capital letters. He has now recently changed it, well, not recently, but he then changed it to the God's Disciple you know him as today. But that's how long I've known him, since before my YouTube channel existed. So there's my first video, guys. So clips from there. It's literally called, if you wanted to check that video out, Orbit's first video. Now on February 23rd 2012 I actually released my first loadout video. It was a fire tanking loadout, and all I did was pretty much spec down my skill points, sort my loadout out, so you saw my loadout, and basically how I spec my skill points. And it was a pretty boring video to watch, but I guess a helpful video for those of you who are looking for a loadout or whatever at the time, because not many DCO YouTubers were about back then. And yeah, so that was it. There was obviously no commentary, didn't have commentary, there wasn't even any text on the screen. It was like I said, a boring video. And yes, I am wearing Sonic the Hedgehog pajamas, by the way, for those of you who are commenting, probably already commented Sonic the Hedgehog pajamas. Yes, I'm ready for your comments. Now on the 6th of March 2012 I actually uploaded a video called Orbit and Friends to the Rescue, and as you can see, I've got a character I'm playing, Full Moon. Who's Full Moon? Well, let me tell you this, Full Moon is Oreo, before I changed her name. A lot of you guys won't know that. You'll know Oreo, you won't know Full Moon unless you've been playing the game for a while. Full Moon was Oreo's original name, and this is the only video on my channel where Oreo is Full Moon. So I thought it'd be quite interesting just to throw that in. And yeah, I kind of regret now not changing her name from Full Moon, because I really like the name Full Moon now. It's kind of grown on me, but don't ask me why I changed it, because it's a private joke back in the day. But Full Moon is Oreo, and here's Full Moon. Okay, she gets battered and Orbit comes and saves the day, basically. That's what that video is. Next up, April 29th 2012, as you can see, starting to take shape a little bit of the Orbit you know today. Starting with the Battle for Earth DLC, the Earth powers I'm using. It's called Earth Tank Duels, this video, and as you can see, I've got the wizardy hat on. It's kind of like almost the style I've got today, a few alterations, but you can tell it's me, absolutely. So this is the first time on the channel you see Orbit and Earth powers, and you know, all of what's to come to the channel. Now on the 11th of June 2012 I started to become very familiar with Earth. I was playing a lot with Earth and the character, obviously, and I was uploading a load of arena videos. I was a full tank back then, and let me tell you this, guys, I was very difficult to kill. Like, you needed 2, 3, 4 people on me to take me down. There was no way you were taking me down. At that point I almost felt invincible going into arenas, and I posted a load of montages and different PvP videos around that time, and that's kind of when I got a lot of initial interest to my channel. Obviously new power, doing well with the power and PvP arena, people wanted to see loadouts and that kind of stuff, and at this point I kind of had my first burst of like subscribers come to me. Next in the timeline, I actually made my league Gravity, which you are probably all familiar with. Now, long story cut short, Full Metal Heroes was kind of having a low point in time. Every league has ups and downs. This was a Full Metal Heroes downtime, and half the league were leaving to join another, and the other guys were leaving to join another league, and kind of like, I'm friends with everybody, I get on with everybody, so I felt a bit awkward making the decision of what to choose, and I've always wanted to make my own league, so that was a good point for me to create Gravity, and that's what me and Roars did, because I was very close with Roars at the time, and we made Gravity a PvP specific league. I was literally shouting in Watchtower for members, recruiting PvP players, blah blah blah, must have a mic. I did have a few requirements because I wanted top players to compete with. People were laughing, literally. People were laughing, lol, that's never going to work, and it did take off. I did have a recruiting video actually, which I uploaded, but for copyright reasons I had to take it down when I got partnered. One thing that you probably don't know is Ivy Seeker was one of the first people to join Gravity. He was. Ask him. I remember the conversation now. He came in, joined Gravity. I logged off, and when I logged back on, he had left because it was dead. Because I recruited very slowly. Very slowly at first. Literally there's about 4 or 5 players in Gravity for like a month, I'd say. Recruited really slowly, and obviously, you know, people don't like dead leagues, let's be honest. You know, you go log on and there's no one online to play with. So Ivy Seeker was in for like maybe a day, maybe 2 days, and he left to join TA, which he's still in now. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, and here's the video of us, our first kind of PvP game. Gravity vs Second to None, who incidentally are still around. So here is the 18th of July 2012. You can see is Gravity, my first video of Gravity as my league. On September 13th 2012 I did my first commentary video. It was a big step for me. Only people in my league had heard my voice or anything, and there was a lot of people commenting, do commentaries, and it's kind of a big step to kind of make that decision. Just check out like a small portion of kind of like what my commentary was back then 3 years ago, because it has changed. I've got a lot more confident on the mic, as you probably can tell. You'll get heals from it, and it's kind of about 3 seconds of 0 damage, and obviously the healers are going to be healing you at that point. That's quite a handy bit of time that you can get, and then obviously it's back to work as soon as you're out of that. Yeah. On September 30, 2012, I uploaded a video called the best complete styles of DC Universe Online, and that to this very day is my most viewed video on the channel, with 315,000 views, and still to this day, each month it gets thousands of views on that video. So that's when I uploaded it, around this time. On the 4th of October 2012, I uploaded this particular PvP match. It's a scrimmage, or a sync back in those days, because scrimmage wasn't an option, and it's on the moon, which we don't see very often. But this is a particularly cool kind of video for me, because it's the first 5v5 team which Gravity had. And you know, like I said just before, I recruited very slowly, very selective who I let into the league, and I was only recruiting strong players. And let me tell you this team was flipping strong. Not the best, but we were strong. When we were fighting the top players, we had every chance of winning, and when we did win a lot, we lost a lot too. But we were right in there scrimming all the time, and this was the group. This was the first Gravity A team. Here it is, these guys. Now, end of November 2012, I started doing some like different videos, some like fun, entertaining videos. I tried to be different to other subscribers, other YouTubers, and you know, November, end of November, I actually did one of my favorite videos, and that's when I've got a rifle and I run out and I jump and 720 shoot someone, and it happens to one-shot them, and I named it 720 quick scope or something like that. Call of Duty and the quick scoping was all the rage back then, and it was like everyone just loved it at the time. So let me just show you that clip, because that was the kind of time I uploaded that, and it's one of my favorite videos actually. Now, end of December 2012 was a time where I was getting a lot of grief, especially from the villains. People like Wrongin, who was the original trash talker that I can think of. I can't think of anything before him. Everybody wanted to kill this guy. Every single person. He would just come on, he would talk shit. He had videos of him like holding guns and money and shit. I'm not sure if you remember that, talking to Smile and stuff. And this guy was a villain in real life, not even joking. And he was giving me all kinds of grief, along with people like Raphael or people like Paniel, a lot of the Eminence guys around this time. And they were back in the days where if you were the better player, you would win the duel. You had no weapon mastery. There wasn't any one-shots. You know, you had to counter the person several times before it was game over. That's what it needs to be like. This is what it needs to be like. So I found them. You know, well, I wouldn't say I found them, but over time, over a short period of time, I came against these haters that were just hating on me, and I surprised myself. One by one, these guys were dying, these guys were dropping, and there wasn't just losing, they were getting destroyed, and I was just uploading them week after week, left, right and center. These guys were flying up on YouTube. So this was kind of like end of December, early 2013. A lot of the haters got, you know, shut a lot of the haters up around that time. In April 2013, I made Z Gravity. Z Gravity was designed for new players, well, not new, but PvP interested players who didn't quite meet the requirements of Gravity to go into and to kind of meet the main guys. We'd have like a cross voice chat to speak to each other. They would help fill our groups, we would help fill their groups and stuff, and when they were ready, they would filter on into the main league. That was the plan, and it worked really well at first. We got some great players, people like Guyver and stuff. But to be honest, over 1-2 weeks, people were getting very impatient in Z Gravity. You know, they almost expected a league invite to the main league in 1-2 weeks. That wasn't going to happen because it was very, very difficult at that moment to get into the main league. You needed you needed this amount of skill points, you needed this gear, you needed that. There was no ults in Gravity, not even Oreo, not even the leader's ult was in Gravity. It was mains only. That's it. Okay, and it was the top dogs, and a lot of the Z Gravity guys, even though I knew from the start, you know, it's going to take time to build that up. They were very, very impatient and very kind of on my case with it daily, and I didn't need that, because dealing with one league is one thing, dealing with 2 leagues is difficult. Dealing with 2 in YouTube as well, trying to record YouTube, is just too much. I was juggling too many things at the time, and so that kind of fizzled out over. It did last for a while. It did last for a good while actually, but it did kind of fizzle out a little bit in the end. There's only one person to this day in Z Gravity, and that is my ult. Still in Z Gravity, still flying the Z Gravity flag. I could log on Oreo now and have Z Gravity under their name, and I will stay Z Gravity and rep that for life, because that is a league I'm proud of that I created. Now, May 2013, Gravity were doing really well and set to go into Friday Night Legends. This was an exciting time for us, and we were buzzed for it. We were really looking forward to it, and I uploaded a trailer video of just letting subscribers know and that kind of stuff that we were going to be on there. And I just uploaded like some montage of different PvP clips, pretty much, and one of those clips was this. Now, you might recognize that guy. and you might know where I'm going with this. That was a guy called Natural White, and it was literally that short little clip where I spin round, sandblast him, and he goes flying into the distance, right? And that was the end of it. I didn't know Natural White at that point. It was just a nice little kind of move that I did and put it together. That would look cool. But he kind of cornered me in some voice chat randomly one day after, and he was not impressed because I just uploaded that short little snippet of him getting fucked, and he was not a happy bunny. Here's what he had to say to me.
One friend link me a video, and you put just only when you kill me.
Who are you?
Natural White. That when you show I'm the best and blah 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 blah, and after you put just when you kill.
I've never said I'm the best.
Okay, you put a video just when you kill me, and that's it. Quindi, I'm angry, but I just angry for teach you. You are the best, okay? I believe you are the best, but show you are the best. Not just when you kill someone. Not just when you kill someone. Show you die, you kill, you fight. Not just when you kill someone. It's a fake video. To fight to you, I saw some video about you, and all the time you win. Before I thought, fuck, he's unbelievable. This guy is a killer. He's an animal. He's a monster. You know, some Italian friend. I laugh, my friend. I laugh. Some friends say to me, change to Earth. Earth is amazing. See Orbit. He's unbelievable. So I start to think, this guy is amazing, guy. Everybody say he's incredible. I remember your life go very slow to die, but you kill me. So I would like to see that, because if you show you kill me without to do any damage to you, is a fake video, no?
I don't know who you are. I don't know what match you're talking about.
I saw just one video when you type the Night Legends, Gravity, and you jump top of the building with your friend, and after starts the video. Yeah, man, I know you are show off, but you show you're Highlander. It's not true.
In videos.
You show in this video you are like Highlander, but you are not Highlander. So show when you die, when you kill.
So May 13th, 2013, Gravity appeared on Friday Night Legends. It was episode 6, if you did want to go ahead and watch it. And we were queuing up for 4v4, and we're just doing a bunch of 4v4 PvP. We had a lot of high expectations for the league, as we were one of the top hero leagues on the EU PlayStation server. We ended up coming up against Mass Terror, which is one of the top villain leagues at the time, and they ended up beating us. And oh my god, if you've ever done any live streaming or you've ever been on FNL, you of course want to do well, and you almost feel like the world is watching you, even though there's not that many people, a couple of hundreds or so, but still quite a lot. You literally feel like everybody is watching you, and we lost that match, and without making excuses up, it was difficult not having me in the voice chat. I was speaking to the devs on Skype and stuff, and for node matches you do need good communication for that, and we lost, and it was a disappointing time, not gonna lie. There were, like I said, a lot of people were counting on us to do well and stuff, and Mass Terror beat us, so hats off to Mass Terror. On the 29th of July 2013, we decided to create the People's Podcast, which had a selection of some popular YouTubers at the time. Me, Smile, later to become Nimbus Josh and Super Patriot and Balkan. There was a range of YouTubers on there, and it was good fun. I actually missed the People's Podcast. It was great fun, actually. Check the intro out, because I haven't seen this intro for a very long time. Check it out, it was cool.
Welcome to a DC Universe online podcast. Smile before death. Orbit. Every Sunday. bringing you news, special guests, and weekly entertainment. Get ready for the DCUO People's Podcast.
Now, the 24th of August 2013, I did my first Facecam video. Again, this is a big step for me, showing everybody what I really look like, and I wasn't sure what people would think, or, you know, there's always a lot of online bullies and that kind of stuff. I wasn't sure what to expect, right? So I just manned up and kind of did it one day with the Ask Orbit thing. Here's just a quick clip from that. Like I said, I did a video a couple of days ago, and I said, you know, if you want to ask me a question, then now's the time to do it. Make sure you send me a message and I will get back and I will answer your question. On the 27th of June 2013, I was partnered by TGN and I was officially a paid YouTuber from that point on. And it took a lot of time for me to make that transition because I had so many videos, like PvP videos with... I'm quite into my music, if you haven't noticed, over recently, and I just threw any kind of music I liked on, and I had so much copyrighted stuff over the channel I couldn't get partnered. And there was like 30, 40, maybe even 50 videos I had to delete because of copyright reasons to get partnered. And it's kind of a decision that I took to, you know, at the time it was a big step back, but for the long run it would be a step forwards in the right direction. So I got partnered by TGN. It was kind of like a good moment for me. So that was around about mid-July 2013. Now, shortly after that, Natural White actually joined Team Awesome, and as soon as he joined TA, he turned into a completely different guy. He wasn't the guy that you just heard in the voice chat anymore. He was like kind of like a trash talker almost. He had this massive hatred for me. He wanted me dead. He wanted me uploaded. You know, he was crazy. In PvP chat, you know, no one ever heard of this guy, and all of a sudden, he's just this huge trash talker on the server, you know, out of nowhere. And he was calling me out all the time, and one morning, I remember it perfectly, one morning he was like, right, Orbit, meet me here, we're gonna duel, blah blah blah, best out of 3, and all this kind of stuff. So I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, let's get this guy off my fucking case and let's go beat him up. So we met round at I don't know where, Metropolis somewhere, and we have this duel, right, best out of 3, yeah, and he wins, he beats me, he does beat me, I'm literally winning all the way through. I'll show you the clip in a moment. Winning all the way through, and then he gets the lucky, he gets a finisher off me, like the finisher, I can't think of what it is, Impaling Thorns maybe for nature, and I just get a huge crit which goes off on me, bang, and he beats me. I'm literally, oh, for fuck's sake, okay, but I could tell, you know when you can tell when you're going to beat someone, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll get him the next time. And then he ran off into the distance, no rematch, you know, I win, blah blah blah, so he didn't give me any rematches, and TA uploaded that video saying that was the final and all this shit, when of course it wasn't. So, you know, and I thought I'd upload it from my point of view, and it's funny, his reaction, right, he is just beating Orbit, his reaction, he is over the moon, he is absolutely ecstatic. I've never seen anyone, still to this day, I have never seen anybody so happy on the game, and his reaction is priceless. There's nothing funnier than just hearing this guy's reaction when he wins. So here is that clip.
Okay, Orbit, let's go. Ah, noob barrier. Yes! You are shit. You know I'm the best for today, man. Today, man. That's it.
No way.
Never rematch.
way.
Never rematch. No rematch. No rematch. You know, you make a video because you smashed me one time. No rematch, bitch. No rematch, bitch. Yeah, boss. Thank you, guys.
Oh,
Thank you,
no.
guys, for teaching me, guys. Thank you, guys, honestly. It's a win.
A different fucking guy to the person you heard in the voice chat earlier, right? I wasn't lying, guys. He literally turned into an asshole like almost overnight when he joined TA. So he pretty much, you know, he won that duel. It was best out of 3. He won that one and jogged on into the sunset. He was literally like this, jogging on into the sunset. Goodbye. See you later then, Natural White. I was literally like, if I catch you in arena, it's game over. I will find you and I will kill you, as he flew off. Not sure if he heard. I was like, I will find you, I will kill you, Natural White, like this. But his celebration is fucking hilarious. Even to this day, I still giggle at it. Like, who does that? Like, crazy. This grown ass man. Anyway, so there's that. Now in September 2013, Final Fantasy: A Realm Reborn came to the PlayStation, and this ended up being a massive hit for Gravity. Me, Smile, Sarah Pazzini all went across. We were buzzed about it, and we started making videos about it. We were almost like, well, I'm done with DC. This is so good. Also, Neuro, Effany. There was just so many people that were going over to Final Fantasy. So many of the guys were going across. The core members of Gravity went across to this league. And if you're in a league or you're the leader of a league, once your core members stop playing, it's all say goodbye to your league, because the lower players cannot last without the core. You need the core playing regularly for your league to survive and be strong and healthy all the time. And at that stage, that game the core we didn't have that for the thing. And I logged on, remember now, I logged on late one night onto DC after playing at Final Fantasy, still buzzing my head off of Final Fantasy. And I remember speaking to Sub, and I was like, mate, I think I might have to disband, because, you know, my thoughts back then were completely different to my thoughts are now. And back in the day, I wanted my league, I wanted Gravity to be remembered as this top league, the best, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want it to fizzle out and people to remember what it was like in its dying stages. I wanted people to remember when it was at its peak, and that was just before Final Fantasy. That was the peak of Gravity, and I wanted people to remember that. And at the time, it seemed like a good idea to disband the league and kind of just, you know, almost step away from the game and seem like, you know, that was a good job that I did there, and move on to that game. Okay. Later, obviously, turns out I regretted that decision, and it did kind of start that back up. But yes, September 2013, Final Fantasy led me to disband the league. Round about mid-October time, me and Smile Before Death were probably the closest we were ever. We were doing videos after videos together, and people were loving them. It was great. We were talked about everywhere. Smile and Orbit, we were like a duo type thing that going through our videos, his channel or my channel. People just loved, if there was a video with Orbit and Smile together, people were watching it. So we were kind of almost like partners. We did not only DCO, we did Resident Evil commentaries, we played other games together. We were tight at the time. Here's just a few clips of like some of the videos, because they're great. You know, whatever you think of Smile, whatever I think of Smile, these videos are gold. We clicked when we were together. So check them out. Here's a couple of clips.
This is Alvaro, level 9. We have a level 6 and a level 9.
Then Orbit and Smile for Death turn up. Yes! You see that?
Time up.
Dickhead, man.
Fucking time up. Teabag him.
Suck it.
Teabag him. Teabag him. Oh! And his mate comes in and floors you. Oh! Again! Right, Skunks is getting his fucking pants
I'll
pulled
block
down.
bike him. There you go.
No, I got
Yes! Smile and Orbit is in the zone.
Do you know what made me? Do you know what really made me? You ain't in the zone. You're in the dead zone.
Yeah, 'cause the targeting. Oh,
There. Yes, that's a bow. That was a bow. That was a
Yeah,
bow. But I'm still gonna
mate.
stick my dick down your throat.
to me, I'm the beast in you. Pick a bundle.
Dude, there's always room for improvement for
Let
you.
me ask you a good question. How do you feel about losing Smile Before Death?
Never lost a smile before death.
You just did.
I don't even know who he is.
You just did.
Who the fuck is he?
You just did.
Who is he?
He's your father.
Yeah, these guys are pretty good. Oh, you smile! What did he do to you? What has that guy just done to you?
Well, there's your death for you. Fuck with me.
Booms! Okay, that
You're
was...
a black hat, mate. You're in heaven right now. Who's this guy? Who do you think he is? Hold on. Fucking teabagging, firing up. Dickhead, man.
Boom! Got him, down. That's it, I'm not fucking playing around with your ass anymore. Boom! Sit down.
1-0 to me.
Oh!
That was it.
That wasn't a boom, but that was a fucking douche.
Get off my node.
Don't see your name on it.
Go on, sling your hook.
Don't see your name on it, Slayers.
And when I say sling your hook, I don't mean that long nose of yours.
Oh, I'd love to just snap your neck in half. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready. Boom!
Oh, I've got that! I've got that!
No, that was me, mate. That was me.
2-0. Boom! Yes!
It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He's just woken up. He's like scratching his eyes. Why have I got so much subscribers today? What the fuck is going on? Boom!
Boom! 6-3. Boom! 7-3.
Boom!
Boom champion.
You're a bumper clout.
I win.
Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and like, comment,
Comment.
subscribe, share,
Anything else while you're at it?
retweet.
Just move in, innit? Fucking hell.
That's all I can think of.
So as you can see, guys, we were fucking close, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't giggle through any of that, you're a fucking robot as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, moving on, around about late February 2014, I got my PlayStation 4, and I was so buzzed to start live streaming, obviously recording voices, and all kinds of stuff was so much easier, and yeah, it was around about end of February which I got my PS4. On March 14th, 2014, I uploaded Orbit the Movie, which was very, very popular. There were so many different YouTubers uploading their own versions. They were inspired by what I had done. Looking back on it now, it was quite cringeworthy, but at the same time, I wouldn't change it because it was a special moment in my timeline, which is led to a lot of subscribers. Of course it did. So here's a quick clip from Orbit the Movie.
Now, Orbit, be careful. I'm sending in an orbital strike in 10 seconds.
Okay, make sure you hit him.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Orbital strike coming down. Target eliminated.
Next up is the Orbit vs Nimbus Yosh kind of saga, and it's very interesting. It's all started from episode 21 of the People's Podcast, went into episode 22, kind of egged on a little bit by American Hero, and it was the most talked about fight ever. It was hyped up so much, and it all started from these episodes. Let's just take a quick clip of the trailer. That I even uploaded a trailer of the fight being live streamed, and check it out. It's basically, well, Nimbus Josh, if you didn't know, was the host, one of the hosts on the People's Podcast, and he was an entertainer. He entertained us. I missed some of his videos even to this day, but he would entertain people by trash talking to people, and he was trash talking me and Balkan. And you know, one day, I can't remember exactly, but someone was like, you know, you guys should just fight, and you know, that it all stemmed up from there. Here's some of the clips of what was said in episode 21 and 22 of the People's Podcast.
Balkan, you're going to be the laughing stock of EU if you back down to the challenge you set.
He's gonna be the laughing stock of EU anyway, because I'm gonna beat the steak out of him. Y'all forget. I'm gonna beat the hell out of him. When Super Patriot and Orbit was jumping on you, Belkin, I had your back. Now you want to be sporty? I'm gonna use your asshole as a pant leg. I will sit inside. All that sporty talk, son. I'm gonna beat the fuck out you, so. Look, it's okay. It's okay if you're back out now. You know what I'm saying? No love lost. You know what I'm saying? You big brother Falcon, we're supposed to be boys. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to talk all the hot shit, I'm going to beat the fuck out you. Don't get mad when I whoop. That's all I have to say. And then Orbit talking all that sporty shit. Last time I checked, I challenged you, Orbit, and you had all kinds of excuses too.
Where did you challenge?
So basically, all that shit, and Falcon's going to lose just like Batman will lose to Superman. Like I said, I'm going to do you like I'm going to do all these other scrubs that want a piece of the People's Champ challenge. Because when I whoop you, you gon' shut the fuck up. Y'all two motherfuckers. If I can get both y'all asses busted. I've been waiting a long...
Get ready, Nimbus. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
So we had this fight arranged, 1v1 live stream between me and Nimbus and Balkan, and there was an incredible amount of pressure on me to not only win but to destroy this guy. I was the favourite by far. I was regarded as 10 times more skilled than this guy, and Nimbus was the underdog by far. And it was being live streamed. There was a lot of pressure for me to win. I had to win. I could not lose for to keep my reputation intact. I had to win that fight. Had to win. And it's just as well that the live stream wasn't now, because any old donkey can beat Orbit now. You just need to get a lucky hit in or a block break or some shit, and and that's that. But back in the day that wasn't the case, just as well, because you might as well have rolled a dice and see who would have won in that case. Anyway, here's the fight. Here's some clips of the fight. I'm gonna play the full fight.
I do more damage than Patriot.
It's over?
It's over.
So guys, I won. If you want to see the full video, just type in Orbit vs Nimbus Josh. You can check it out yourself. But there was so much adrenaline going through me at that point. With everyone watching on the live stream and the comments that were coming through, it was a crazy time. But 1,000-0 it was. I was so pleased. I just didn't get humiliated by the guy. It ended up being the other way around. Unfortunately, that's how it worked out. But yes, that was the end of it. That was the end of it, pretty much. Anyway, moving on, I then released Orbit the Movie 2, the second movie. And with the second movie, it was so hard to do the second movie because the first movie was so good. It was so talked about, you know, it had so many people comment, oh, it's so great. So I kind of wanted to top that, and I did by far. The second movie, Orbit Origins, that movie was better than the first one by far. It took me 2 weeks to do. 2 weeks for the full editing, everything. 2 weeks, and it was pretty much every night I was working on it for 2 weeks. Oh my god, guys, I was throwing everything in to try and top the first movie. There was special effects, down to blood coming off of the characters as I chopped into them, dust flying off of my characters when I did certain moves, certain earth moves. You know, the ground shook when I did powers. It was crazy. I was doing all of the voice acting. I did Oreo's voice, I did my voice, I did Superman's voice, I did fucking everything. I was a one-man army with that, and it was crazy. So check out a clip from Orbit Origins if you have not seen that. That is worth a watch, because I'm very, very proud of that one. And again, I did top it. I set the bar high with Orbit Origins. Check out a clip from it.
Jane, break open the door. We're in. Jane, stay back. Isis, you either come with me now or I kill you and then you come with me. You have 2 seconds to decide. Time's up.
July 2014, I went into a 2v2 with my fucking 2v2 partner Zeus, and checked my nearby log. Who have we got? And guess who I found? Natural White. I fucking found him. And I looked at Zeus, I was like, I've got my fucking rematch, and Natural White, you better have a fucking good partner, because I'm gonna fucking cave your head in as soon as these doors open. And I did, and oh my god, it must have been a horrible game for him. He spent 90% of that match on his ass. I was even surprised myself of the timing of my block breaks, but they were just on point. I was just on point. There was no way I was making any mistakes for that, and I uploaded him as a PvP Killer of the Week. Because let's go. That's what. Now, around this time was a very unhealthy time for me. I was on every single night, most mornings. I realized that I needed a break. I needed a long break because I had an addiction to this game, and I realized that. I said it in the video as well. You know, there's a lot of stuff that comes with that as well. Lack of sleep, missing meals. So much stuff comes through game addiction. You don't, not necessarily DC, any game. If you're addicted to a game, guys, try and step back. And I know it's difficult because it was a hard time for me too. But try and kind of don't let the game overtake your life. Your life is always a priority, guys, and there is more to life than a video game. I needed to get out myself. I needed a fucking girlfriend. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a load of stuff which I hadn't done. You don't get fuck all done when you're addicted to a game. You don't. You know, you're just a slob. You're a slob. Yeah, that's what I was. I was a fucking slob back then, and I'm so happy that I'm in a better place now. And I realised I needed a break. There was another reason I gave in that video, and you're not going to believe it. I'm going to show you the clip now, but it was for PvP reasons, and it was only my last video, which I'm pretty much saying the same shit. You know, it's crazy. You know, if you've been watching the video all the way up until now, you'll know that a lot of the entertainment stuff is PvP orientated. That's what I do. That's my thing. If the devs are not providing me with PvP updates, I'm lose interest. I'm be honest with you. I do PvE for you guys. You know, there's a lot of PvE guys out there. For feats, I do it for feats. To be honest, if I never stepped foot in PvE again, I wouldn't care. Literally would not care. I do not care for PvE, but PvP is so broken. They don't give a shit about PvP. And just listen, guys, to me talking about PvP. This was 2014, you know, mid 2014 sometime, to come away from this addiction. I keep referring to it as an addiction. It was an addiction, guys. I was on every night. If you're on every night, it's an addiction. If you're doing something every night, whether it's picking your nose or on DC, it's an addiction. So lately, guys, you know, the game's been a bit dull. You know, I'm a PvP guy. We haven't seen any PvP updates for ages. It's just same old PvE stuff, PvE, forcing people to do PvE. I don't really want to do PvE. I do it mainly for YouTube, only for YouTube. I'm a PvP guy, and that you know, I like PvP, and so for the game to be not posting the PvP stuff, the game is just dropping down, and to find out that the next coming updates and DLCs aren't to do with PvP, you know, so there's, you know, one reason. So I went ahead and took my break. I was gone for like 5.5, 6 months. I went ahead and gave Hidden HX the lead of Gravity. He was recruiting PvP players and keeping the league alive. And after some time I came back. After that time I came back and I got the leadership back again. There was a group of people who were very, very good at PvP. Pars, Interact, you know, XMB. There was like a team almost, a full-on group that was really, really good at PvP. I was impressed with Hidden's picks with who he was inviting. The problem was they talked a lot of trash in PvP chat, and that's one thing that I don't like, is people talking trash in PvP chat. It reflects the whole league, it does, and you'll know that if you have your own league yourself. And one of the, well, quite a few of them preferred Hidden. You know, Hidden recruited them. They're used to Hidden. You know, months they're used to Hidden, and all of a sudden Orbit comes back and he takes charge and that kind of stuff. And I was trying to keep it clean in PvP chat, and they just preferred Hidden. That's all I can say. They preferred Hidden. One of them was kicked for racism, and they kind of wanted to stay as a group, so they ended up leaving and making a new league, Blacklisted, and that was almost the start of a new rivalry for Gravity. I find it real strange, because there was some people that I did not say a bad word to, and as soon as they left, I was the evil guy. I don't know why people just randomly dislike me. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. You Blacklisted guys. By the way, I've got nothing against Blacklisted now, but at the time there was a rivalry between us, and there was a lot of stuff said behind my back. You know, a lot of those guys believed that they were like the top dogs at Gravity now, and now they've left to make this league, so they're better than Gravity. And there was a lot of stuff going like this going around, and I was like, no, mate. The original Gravity is always going to be on top, and it led to this video.
Orbit killed Gravity. No one cares about Grav's dead. And he killed it, he made it shit. Orbit killed Gravity.
So they got smashed, guys, not just by Gravity, but by various different groups, and they were getting uploaded almost, it seems like, on a daily basis of losing scrimmages. You know, sometimes twice a day. It was quite funny at the time. Some people were rage quitting. There was blacklisted rage quitting videos and all sorts getting uploaded. It was amusing, to say the least. But then they actually came very close to beating us, and when I say beating us, beating our fucking one of our strongest teams we could possibly put out. Me, Gods, Bright, and Hidden. I don't know what the fuck we were doing at the start of the scrim, but they were beating us quite badly, heavily smashing us into the ground. We were almost scratching our head thinking, are we going to get 1000 O'd here? We were getting fucked by Blacklisted, and I was like, we cannot do this. I don't, still to this day, don't know what happened, what switched, what changed. I don't know, but it did, and we came back, and it was the greatest comeback ever. We won with 20 seconds left. We finally caught up with them and overtook their score with 20 seconds left on the clock, and ended up winning this fight. It was fucking unbelievable. Bright Shadow was coming in his pants. Wait until you hear Bright Shadow. It's almost as bad as Natural White. But I was like, I don't know, guys. If you haven't seen that PvP video, you have got to go and watch it. It's called we can't die, we can't start over, but we can begin now, something like that, like a little like a phrase or some like a quote, like something like that. And guys, just check it out, just check out like a little bit of the clip. It's exciting match. The adrenaline was rushing when we were coming back, and we worked together as a team, and we did that.
What original?
Assassin. Come on, take him.
Dickhead.
Yes!
Dickhead.
Take XMB.
Dickhead. You can't
Yes!
you, man.
Stop playing with it and get it good.
I came back! Oh my god!
Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. As you can see, there's so many great memories saved on the channel, and hopefully a lot more to come. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, because, you know, if you're still with me after 59 minutes, surely I deserve a like. Surely, come on. It does go a long way, believe it or not. This is why YouTubers do ask for likes. It does go a long way. What can I say? I'll see you in the next video, guys, and stay sexy.